So it really comes down to just a huge variety of factors. You have specialization uh, on a whole, global supply chain, increasing complexity. You have again those upstream vendors, but keep in mind that in many cases those vendors have vendors they buy from and vendors they buy from. And this is both in terms of physical hardware components as well as open source and closed source software. So, similarly, you can think of an open source software supplier as being a supplier. They're going to be probably the most transparent you're going to get, but they still pull in other dependencies from other open source components. In some cases, rather famously, the if you want to run an NVIDIA card on a Linux system, you need to pull in, which is Linux and the distribution they're using are almost certainly going to be open source. They have to pull in closed source binaries in order to interface with the card effectively. And so maybe you're not thinking about having a relationship with whoever wrote that giant binary blob, but ultimately it would get shipped if you ship that as part of your product.